Hey guys, I'm Maya, I'm 19, and I have a horrendously disgusting closet. Ew! I've lived in my apartment for a couple months now, but I have never really tackled this whole section of my apartment just because at some point in your move-in process, you kind of get a little bit lazy and just decide to shove everything into corners that they'll fit in so that from the outside, it looks nice and clean and aesthetic. But on the inside, it kind of looks like a hurricane gutted my closet. So today we're gonna clean her up. We're going to purge her of all the stuff that I don't wear and get rid of some of this baggage that I have. Physically and potentially emotionally, I'm pretty tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. I have chronic insomnia, so we'll see where this video goes.
Before I start gutting my closet, here are some criteria I have for whether or not I keep something. Before I get started, I'm going to set my intention. Rather than purging everything or revamping my style, I'm going more for organization and getting rid of a few things I just don't wear anymore. So here is some criteria for whether or not I keep something. 1. Is it sensory friendly? I have a lot of sensory issues, whether that be for textures, materials, or a certain fit. 2. Does it fit well? Without taking into account if I lose weight or if I need to twist into it like a contortionist, it needs to fit my body as it normally is. So if there's gappage in the boob area, I'm probably not going to be super comfortable wearing it. 3. Does it make sense? I have to think about my lifestyle and physiological quirks. I'm definitely a part of the sweaty girls club, and unfortunately he can also make me faint pretty easily, so I need to think about whether or not an item will be too warm or too sweaty for me. I'm also taking in for account something I like to call just in case occasions. Whether there be a funeral or a wedding, I want to ensure I have something for that occasion instead of having to rush and shop last minute for that. And of course, do I love it? Is this something that makes me feel really excited when I open my closet? If not, I will either give it away, sell it, or donate it. As you can see, she's kind of a mess, story of my life, and I kind of end up just tossing things up top and have random hangers just sort of hanging out. Get it?
Ideally, I'd want to try on every single piece of clothing so that I can see how it feels on my body. Fun fact, I was actually in a car crash a couple days ago. That is a little bit of a gross misuse of the phrase fun fact, hence all of the bruises that you may or may not see on my body. So that is what that's from. And then a couple days before that, I got surgery. So I really got double whammied here. So for the stuff that I wear day to day, I'm not really going to try on because I wear it every day. I know how it fits. And then for the stuff that I don't wear as much, that's where I'm really going to have to consider, is it worth keeping? Okay, this is a problem because a lot of this stuff is hand-me-downs from my mom, my dad, my aunt, my grandparents. So I kind of have to keep that stuff, even though I do like it, don't get me wrong. I like all of this stuff. Even if there was something I didn't like about it, would my heart be able to handle giving it away? I don't know, I don't think so. Oh, I'm so upset about this. It had a little bit of a funny smell when I bought it from the thrift store. So I stupidly tossed it in high heat in the washer and dryer, and I completely ruined the fabric on the sweater. I don't know if you can see from there, but look at this little detail that goes along the buttonholes. It's so cute, but now it's just too small for my arms and my shoulders. Maybe someone with smaller shoulders will be able to fit her. Is closet cleaning an all-day activity? Yes. If I like something, will I buy it in multiple or the same colors over and over again so I'm looking at the same piece of clothing? Yes! But oh my goodness, do I love the feeling of just having a really clean closet. If I am this addicted to closet cleanouts, then what would I be like on drugs? Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even try drugs in the first place because I am way too scared of myself. You know how people sometimes do the sweater paws thing where the sleeve covers almost your entire hand and then maybe your fingertips stick out? I hate that. I really don't like, even with bracelets, how something will just move really loosely on your hand. So I do really like how these sweaters are more balloon sleeved until you get to the very end. It nicely hugs the wrist, so I appreciate that for all these sweaters. Oh, this is my go-to sweater vest. I'm a sweaty gal, right? So wearing long sleeves is kind of tough because I hate the feeling of a moist armpits being squished because of clothing and fabric that's there. So it is kind of nice having looser or even nothing on my arms. I'm very, very particular about the fit and feel of my clothes and how they are on my body. So I tend to prefer either very, very baggy, very loose, or very form-fitting. Things in the middle is kind of a really murky area where it could potentially give me a sensory overload or meltdown. This is a real turtleneck. And it's way too damn hot because, like I said, I am a sweaty gal. Maybe I just need to drink more water. Maybe I'm just super dehydrated and hot all the time because I drink no water. You know what? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what I need to fix this year.
I figured you might not want to watch a 2-hour-long video of me complaining about different fabrics, so a lot of this will be sped up. Don't worry, you're not missing out on much. At this point, I'm getting a little incoherent from both the lack of sleep and the concerning amount of mold growing in my window.
If there is one purchase I am mad about from 2023, it is these damn bloomers. Because realistically, if you're not an influencer, what the fuck are you supposed to do with this? This just looks like I pooped my pants. These are little diaper shorts. Like, it's so poofy, so it's not really that flattering, and it doesn't really sit that well on your waist. So it just looks like you shit your pants in these. This is gonna be a hard pass for me. Maybe I just have the wrong body type for them. And maybe it is the shorts. These I'm probably going to sell. These are criminal. Someone should have stopped me when I bought these. These didn't even look good. I just had them super bunched up and tied in the back with a hair tie so that these would fit around my waist. But that ended up giving me a pleated butt crack in these shorts. I'm sorry, but you are chopped. I know there's this whole discussion about resellers buying all the cute things in thrift stores. I don't see this as something that is super criminal, because what are the odds that so many people have your style and go to all of your local thrift stores and buy absolutely everything all the time? And let's just say that is the case. You have trendy people in your area and they buy out everything. I used to work at a and so many clothes come in all the time that we were drowning in clothes that were on the floor, on display. But even in the back, things were coming into the donations non-stop. We would be getting 8, 10, 12, 15 bags of clothes from people. So the cycle of having new clothes come in never really stops, which also definitely does say something about our overconsumption. It definitely fills me with a lot of guilt because I own a lot of stuff and I really hold on to things. Everything here, I probably haven't gotten rid of stuff since 3rd or 4th grade because I've always felt this guilt of getting something really nice and then me changing, like maybe my body changes or maybe my style changes and then it's just not something that's going to fit, and I have this really nice thing and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it and it didn't do anything wrong, and then I end up just giving it away. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional about literal objects.
Hi, it's editing me in the exact same shirt that I filmed the video in. I didn't even realize that. But basically my point is getting a little convoluted here. So to wrap it up all nicely, as someone who's worked in the industry, more clothes come into thrift stores than come out of them. And I really don't see people wanting to make a business out of it, wanting to resell clothes really that bad of a thing because of the amount of clothes that exist in these thrift stores and come into these thrift stores. Their business ethics, like on Depop, are a whole separate issue, but in regards to the sustainability aspect, it can definitely make things more accessible to a wider demographic of people. Like, for instance, people who don't have thrift stores in their area, people who can't be on their feet for very long, people with chronic illnesses who really can't get out of the house that much. And you can let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I am so sorry because this got way too deep for a closet clean out, so let's get right back into that. I know it's kind of silly, but I was getting more sad and nostalgic just thinking about how much I'd changed. So I decided to take a pause because here's the best advice I was ever given. When you're sad, don't make it worse.
Now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the very sexy socks and underwear pile of bins that I have stacked on top of each other. I just haven't bought any containers for my socks and underwear, and at some point in the future, that is going to happen, but for now, this is what I have. Why do I have shorts in here? The best I'm probably going to be able to do is just kind of ball these up and call it a day. I don't know if this is gross or not, but I've had the same socks pretty much for my entire life from elementary school. And now every single time I go to wash my socks, they've slowly started disintegrating into just fabric and probably plastic. Like, these bitches don't stay on my feet anymore. They just slide off of the back of my heel and bunch up around my toes, which is not great for my sensory issues. And before you ask, no, I am not gonna sell these. I am not gonna send them to you for free, and I am not gonna send them to you for money. I'm throwing these away. No one is getting my middle school socks. And for those of you who are hoping on seeing my underwear and bras, I'm sorry to disappoint, but that's either going to be blurred or off camera. Okay, I love how lingerie became like cute little outfits, but because I'm so tall, the lingerie that became cute little outfits has just gone back down to lingerie. My whole ass just hangs out of this. This covers nothing. Honestly, I'll probably just wear her for her intended use as like cute pajamas. So you know what? I'm gonna keep you. Guys are not ready for this jacket. On the outside, it looks like, oh, it's a cute vintage bomber, right? Yes, and yes again. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the detail, the accuracy, this creepy looking guy in the corner? So yeah, I am never getting rid of this jacket. I started taking medication and now so many of my cute skirts, like this is so cute. Are you kidding me? None of my clothes fit me because I've gained so much weight. You know, I can't help but feel bad because this skirt used to be massive on me and now she is almost too small. Growing up is great. The thing that no one really warns you about when you get older is you get more scared of stuff. Like when I was a kid, I thought like quicksand or falling anvils was going to be my biggest problem. Like I used to be terrified of actual scary things, and now it's just saying the wrong lines to the people that work at the grocery store. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say if it's comfortable, then I buy it in either multiple or the same color, because tell me why I have two of the exact same pair of pants pretty much. Like, excuse me? Why did I think this was necessary? Why was this a needed purchase? I could have saved this pants money for like 5 canisters of tea, I think. I don't know. I don't know how much things cost anymore. Too much. I don't know if you can see, but the clothing rack is breaking. I don't know if it's from the weight of my clothes. This was nailed into here when I moved in. And I don't know what happened. I'm just like, I'm trying to do a little lift. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, this next one is gonna have to go into the trash because homegirl is kind of falling apart and I've only washed her one time. And if she is already disintegrating this quickly, then I'm just gonna have to say goodbye to her because she's going to say goodbye to me at some point on her own time.
And here's a quick speed run of tops I did or didn't keep. Red and white for tops or swimwear is just so iconic, so I'm definitely keeping her. I should have never bought into the tube top trend. I just don't really have the construction for it, if you know what I mean. I think of this as my bayonetta top, even though this is literally not even what she wears. I just feel so sexy in this, you know? And this is my party shirt. If it isn't apparent, I don't go to parties because even at the age of 19, I still have a bedtime. I'm definitely not living that cool college life that I thought I would be. I mean, what can I say? When the sun goes down, I get sleepy. As you can see from the abundance of button-ups, I am a button-up girl. Shiny, vintage, curious bisexual, and this massive one, believe it or not, is a women's small, because vanity sizing does anything but make you feel good about yourself.
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely everything in my closet pretty much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you do all 3, I magically come into your closet at night and clean everything all up for you. I'll talk to you after I put everything away in my closet, but I'll see y'all later. Bye!